guys, welcome back. Today we're doing something a little cheaty. Feels a little cheaty. Haven't decided if it's cheaty. I mean, it's technically up to me if it's cheaty, but we are back for our ABC challenge, and I was like, great, I need to build Adrian Van Allsburg's house. I need to do a Yeoman farm anyways. This is perfect. This will be my Y. And then I looked and I'd already built her house. So this was actually a build that I did in the last version of Adrian, and I liked it so much that I rebuilt it again and probably forgot that I did that. So I'm still counting this because I am putting up walls and we're gonna decorate, which we haven't done in a while, and I'm counting it. I don't care. You know what? Yeah, no, it's not cheaty. It is not cheaty because I said so. So Adrian is kind of an interesting sim. I say this about everybody because I think they're interesting, but she, as a teen, was very much one of the gays. And Gallivant and Adrian, like, they're not against it, but it was not kind of considered the same level as, like, it's a weird gray area. Like, nobody's gonna set your house on fire, but no one's gonna potentially take you seriously. So, crappy, but eh. So anyways, she fell madly in love with Sarala O'Neill, and they moved in together, and they were both seamstresses. Rebellion happened, Sarala actually died, and Adrian was left with 3 very little kids trying to manage everything. And she actually let Gamaliel, which is her oldest son, was staying with kind of a neighbor kind of thing, just because she couldn't take care of all these kids by herself and run her farm and, like, not die in a rebellion. But unfortunately, in the chaos, when she did decide to flee to Tenby with the rest of the individuals here, she couldn't find Gamaliel. So she doesn't actually know that he's alive. It's a bit of a common theme currently, but she has no idea. She doesn't know that he survived. So that's sad for her in a way, because she's just like, I was doing my best, but she's also a positive person, so I think that she believes he's gone, but, like, she still did the best she could. I don't know if she's ever going to discover that he is alive. Not all of these Sims are going to, just because, yes, I could hand wave it and let everybody have that little happy ending, but realistically speaking, it would be very hard to find. The last time she saw him, he was a toddler. Like, it's hard. So anyways, we are decorating her room primarily. I do the whole house, but I really wanted to focus on Adrian's room just because I'm finally getting my collection folders together, and basically, in terms of, like, decorating, all the Sims have 4 things. They have their favorite color, which hers is pink. They have, like, a descriptor term. They have, like, the style, and her style is non-traditional. And there's also material. I don't always fit everything in. It's helpful, and it informs me as to what I'm gonna do. But for her, I really liked the idea of this. I think she had bright, non-traditional pink and wood, I think was the other term. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. So I went to my collections folder, which they're not done yet, but I do have all of, like, the comfort items and all of the, like, surface items are categorized. So it was really kind of simple for me to go, okay, so she's gonna have a bed from this category, a dresser or a table from this category, chairs from this category, like everything that I could. And it made it really super simple and really quick, and I was very happy about it. And then came actually decorating. So I wanted to use some more sun and moon objects that I haven't already assigned to other people. And you probably saw at the beginning of the video out front, I had some things pulled. I decided that she's going to, like, make oils with, like, the pressing thing. So for diffusers, I can't remember everything the oils are used for, but yeah, she basically presses oils. So she's going to grow sunflowers and do that. I wanted to be able to use as many of the items as I can, because I think they're really neat and an amazing piece of CC. And yeah, so that was what she kind of got assigned. So really, I wanted to have a lot of, like, flowers. I wanted to really keep in mind, too, that this was, again, non-traditional, so it's not supposed to quite, look like the rest of the homes. There's supposed to be like things that are a little bit off or strange. Like her bed is a Skyrim bed doesn't look like any other bed I have downloaded. That chair kind of doesn't really go with most of the chairs that I have downloaded. Like, non-traditional as a category in my game is really just things that, like, the majority of the Sims don't have in their house. She did roll to be religious. I did put that icon, or flag thing from Sims Medieval. I haven't decided which religion she's necessarily going to follow. I know Kinnereth would make the most sense, but I haven't decided. She's also artistic, and I believe both of her kids have that trait as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, so I wanted to have like that little nook there. She's really into fitness, which is funny because she actually has the weak constitution trait, and in my game, if they have a weak constitution, I basically roll to see if they're going to be sick that round, because that's just what I do, and she thankfully didn't get sick. Her son Salathiel also has that trait. He didn't get sick either. I got very lucky on the rolls. They do have to manage it by taking something. Everybody manages it a little different because medieval medicine is not exact. It's not like, oh, you have an infection, here's an antibiotic. It's just kind of, So I figure she manages things with oils, whereas another sim that I have with that trait, Daisy Stafford, she manages with different types of herbs and things. So it just, one of those little gameplay things that I do. I really like these pictures. I'm pretty sure they're from The Sims 4. And I wanted this in because it's kind of odd and weird and goofy. Like, it looks like it's carved out of wood, but it's antlers, and it fit the vibe, so I wanted to include it. Also living in this household besides Salathiel, who's her teen son, is her daughter Nogai, who is going to be a teen by the end of her round. Like, she's very, very close, because Adrian is close to being an elder. Like, she had the one great love of her life and hasn't really gotten married again or tried to find another relationship. But yeah, she definitely, it's kind of sad a little bit that, she found her one person and then lost them and now is alone. But at the same time, she at least found her person, and they had, quite the lovely little life together. She did have a townie live with her at one point because I just couldn't manage having, it was a baby and a toddler at the time, and having Adrian, like, it was just too much. So she did have a townie named Bess Horton, but she no longer is part of the household. She was kind of a traveler kind of thing. So yeah, I've got lots of little wreaths. I like those little eye pictures. I actually put several of those up just because they're weird and kind of kooky and different. I want to say Victorian, but I can't remember what era it actually was, where it was very popular to have like brooches and little pieces of jewelry that had an eye painted, and it was like the eye of your lover, but it was still secretive because of course it's just the eyeball, it's not like their full face, which I think is interesting, but that's what those remind me of. I'm actually really happy with her room. I do miss over-decorating a little bit, and yes, I fixed that little wreath is not against the wall. I do fix that, but yeah, I haven't been decorating a lot like I used to. Like, when I first started this channel, that was my bread and butter, is decorating videos for days. And I kind of miss it, but I just wanted to finish this round. I expect once the round is finished and I start over in the next official round, because I consider this kind of round 0, where I'm just getting everybody set up. But I figure in the next round, when I'm actually rolling random current scenarios and things, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the decorating, because I just enjoy it. That's what I want to do. I like that little leaning thing too. I'm going to cut in a minute and you'll see kind of the final product, but for now I'm just kind of grabbing lots of plants. I just want it to be interesting. Also, I love that hook fits perfectly in that window. Like, perfectly. It looks like it belongs there. So yeah, here's the final results. I really like the room. That dress is meant to, like, a nod to Sarala, who was her, again, one true love, who was a seamstress. So it's like a dress that she's kept despite everything. That's Nogai's room, and then we'll see Salathiel's room. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. I'm sorry that I didn't build a Yeoman farm, but I think it works out. If you did like this video, definitely give it a like, and I will see you in the next one.